Today I'll be using the July 2025 Crafty Crew Kit to make 4 cards with no scraps left over. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. Today I am going to be using the July 2025 Crafty Crew Kit from Crafty Stamp Co. and my No Scraps Sketch Set 10 to make a set of 4 fun kind of camping, nature themed cards. So let's get crafting. I'm going to start off by taking my A2 size card bases and using the night sky stencil on all 4 of them. So I'm just using some yellow distressed oxide ink to add some color to the stars, and this will just be my background in place of any card mats. And I will do this on all 4 of my card bases, but I'm only going to do one with you on camera. But this was just kind of a fun way to add a little bit of interest to my card base without having to pull in either some more of the papers from the pad or some additional cardstock. So I did just use a scrap paper and some washi tape to hold my stencil onto. There's my 4 cards, and then I will go ahead and cut my 2 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper down according to my sketch set cutting guide. And while I'm doing this, I do want to say that this is part of a hop, so you can use the playlist that's linked in the description box below to hop along and see some more inspiration for how to use the July 2025 Crafty Crew Kit. And reminder that the Crafty Crew Kit is only available until June 15th. So pre-orders are June 1st through the 15th, and then after that it is no longer available. As of now, they don't have extra pieces from the kit, so the only way to get the kit is to either subscribe as for the every other month kit, or to purchase this kit individually. So both of my sketches call for these little strips that are going to go on either side of my cards to look like a continuous strip going across the card. So I'm just using my grid mat to help me kind of line up the pieces so that they are even and look like they are going all the way across the card. So the 2 patterns I chose them partly because of the pattern on the front, but also because of the pattern on the back. I wanted to use the red plaid and then the green polka dot. I'm going to use that side of it here for the rectangular element that goes across these cards. I thought it would just make a nice, good, kind of solid background for a little scene that I will create as the focal point. So here you see I'm using the reverse sides of those patterns. I love the images in the paper pad this month. The paper pad is called Going Campin', so it does have a variety of kind of woodsy and camping images. And I do have another video where I show an unboxing, everything that came in the kit, so I will have that linked in the description box below for you as well, in case you want to see what else came in the kit. The kits are always full of great pattern paper pack, fun stamps, and then some additional elements as well. So for this sketch, I will be showcasing pretty much, I'll be showing all 4 of the designs on these next 2 cards. So I'm going to use the camping patterns for the 2 strips that come down the center of the card, and then there's going to be again an element of what looks like a full strip going across the center, but for that I'm just going to use the kind of bits that I cut, and I will be using the reverse side for that. Real quick, on my sketch sets, I will have sketch set 10 linked in the description box below for you. The purpose of the sketch sets is to help you create a set of cards that help you use your stash efficiently and quickly. So they're great for beginning card makers as well as experienced card makers. I kind of give you a cutting guide, and then usually more than one sketch. Sometimes it's just one sketch, but usually it's 1 to 2 sketches that help you use those pieces without creating any additional scraps. But I give you a kind of a base sketch that you can either keep basic, or you can, embellish it as much as you want and make it even more. So that's why they're pretty versatile. You don't need a ton of extra supplies other than the paper. So if you're a beginning card maker, it's great for that. But again, if you have more stash, you are welcome to add more to make the card a little extra. So anyway, back to the kit. There were 4 pieces that I didn't use on the front of the cards that I note in my sketch set that you can use on the inside of the card. I always like to add a little bit of pattern, or at least color, on the inside of the cards as well. It's just kind of a fun way to have a little surprise on the inside, but then carry some of the front of the card into the inside. So once I get this done, then I'm going to work on my focal points. So I did do some stamping and coloring off camera. On this first scene, I stamped a couple images from the Campfire Critters set and did a little ink blending on the bottom to make it look like dirt and a fox sitting by a campfire. And I did use the sentiment, "S'more campers means s'more fun." And then I used a stitched rectangle die for the shape there. So then on this circle, from the same Campfire Critter stamp set, I did the fishing raccoon and colored him up. And then I did add a happy birthday stamp from my stash. But if you want to see some coloring, there will be some other videos in this playlist with some amazing colorists. I am not one of those, and so I did mine off camera because I wanted to focus on how to use the paper. So please be sure to check out that playlist and other links in the description box. Thank you so much for your time today, and hope you all have a very crafty day.